Before watching this video, please know that this video will contain full spoilers on both the book and the movie of It Ends With Us. Everything said in this video is based around my own personal thoughts and opinions, so please be respectful to me and others as well. Enjoy! In September of 2022, I fell back in love with reading with none other than a Colleen Hoover book. And following that, of course, I had to read It Ends With Us by Colleen Hoover. And today, I'm equally excited and nervous because I'm going to watch the highly anticipated movie adaptation. Now, I know a lot of her books, including It Ends With Us, is very, very controversial in the book community. But this video is all about my opinions and what I thought about the book and the movie and comparing and contrasting the two. So personally, I thoroughly enjoyed the book. Now, I know it talks about a lot of deep, heavy topics, but if you actually read the acknowledgments that are found in the back of the book, it actually talks about how she wrote that story based on certain events that happened in hers and her mother's life. I thought that was very heartwarming. And honestly, considering I read the book almost 2 years ago now, which is crazy to think about, I did remember quite a bit of the book. I don't really know what to expect. I was looking at the cast and oh, did they do Atlas dirty. I was expecting this version of Atlas from Pinterest, the one we were all desperately needing, and we got this. So I'm very curious to see how this turns out because personally, I am fully aboard Team Atlas. So I think that's enough yapping out of me. Again, I don't really know what to expect. I watched the trailer, which only tells me so much, but I have a feeling for some reason I'm gonna cry. Enough yapping, let's go to the movies. I have so many thoughts. So by the time that I got home last night, it was past midnight and I had work today, so I figured throughout the course of today I would collect a little list of things I wanted to talk about the movie because there's quite a bit. So before I get into the actual movie details, might I just say I went with my best friend to go watch it, and we happened to sit next to a bunch of high school boys who thought they were going in for a cutesy little rom-com, and obviously did not read the books, so that was very interesting. Also, the theater was absolutely packed. Completely packed. Which, I mean, I figured this movie was gonna be big, but everybody and their mother is literally watching this movie right now. Alright, let's get into the juicy stuff now. So right off the bat, as soon as I saw the very first opening scene of the movie, the whole vibe of it was like very fall, autumn, muted colors, like kind of vintage 80s kind of vibe, which is not at all what I was expecting. Because if you look at the movie poster or the book, it gives off very like spring, floral, vibrant colors, very pretty, elegant, which was not at all reflected in the movie, and especially as a movie major myself, it wasn't what I was expecting, and I feel like the overall vibe of the movie was a little bit tainted for me because it wasn't so springy and happy, and I mean, the movie's not happy, but springy is what I'm looking for. Hello, editing me here. I did think of two more things that I wanted to add really, really quick. Going along with the setting, Lily Bloom's, like, her flower shop was not at all what I was expecting. I was expecting, again, to be floral and pretty and fun colors, and it was very muted and vintage, and it wasn't my favorite, to be honest. And also Lily's wardrobe in the movie, what? I was so baffled. Like, she was wearing like a camo hoodie and like these big, like, it looked like Carhartt jackets that she was wearing, and just the color palette and the styles. Again, I was not expecting that at all. So that really, really threw me off. I feel like Blake Lively played Lily Bloom pretty well. I think she grew on me a little bit because I didn't think that she was going to do the best job, even though I love her as an actress. I feel like she fit the part really well. And then the girl who they chose to play young Lily was literally Blake Lively's twin. Like, to a T. She couldn't have been any more perfect for that role. On the other hand of things, they could not have done the main male characters any more dirty. Like, Ryle is supposed to... Like I said, I do remember the book pretty well, and that is neither one of them. Ryle or Atlas, that is not what I pictured. Ryle was kind of just like the skinny little guy, and his acting skills are not the best, in my opinion. They did progress over the course of the movie. It did get significantly better. I don't know what his name is. Oh, what is his name? Brandon Skline? I don't know how to pronounce his name. I apologize. He is a great actor. He's really, really good. However, he just did not fit the role as Atlas. And also the actor who played young Atlas, this was me in the movie theater when I saw young Atlas. I think we all had this perfect man in our head, and who was casted for young and older Atlas was just not it. Like, the version of Atlas we got was like a country Huckleberry, and I was like, no, we're supposed to get like kind of like bad boy, but it's super sweet on the inside, you know, like boy next door. And I feel like we really didn't get that. No, we didn't. I know we didn't. But overall, for all the characters in the movie, their acting got significantly better and less cringy as the movie went on. Definitely towards the ending, I actually did feel more for the characters. They casted Alyssa. They casted her perfect. That is like exactly how I pictured her. She was really funny. And like a big complaint that I've seen about this movie is that, oh, it's cringy, and like, oh, the things that they say to each other is like so kiddish. Yes, they're 15. They are literal kids, so it makes sense why they are saying the things that they say to each other. They're 15, okay, people? The sort of more intense scenes that happen between Ryle and Lily, I feel like those were done extremely well. It wasn't super graphic, but I definitely felt that it was portrayed the way that I imagined it as I was reading the book. And overall, they did a pretty good job of following the book's plotline and putting that into a 2-hour and 10-minute movie. There were a few like little things that they did not include, which makes sense because it is extremely difficult to crunch down on everything that you want to include. But I feel like there's a few things that I was expecting to be in the movie that just kind of weren't. Oh, for instance, like how in the book, Atlas's restaurant is called Bibs, Better in Boston, was like the whole thing, and with the magnet, like I feel like that was such like a huge part in the book, but instead his restaurant was called Roots, which I thought was actually kind of cute that they changed it. I actually don't mind that. That was based off of like their whole thing when they were younger. This one's a little bit random, but I thought it was kind of funny how Colleen Hoover got her 5 seconds of fame in the movie, because with the scene of Alyssa's birthday party when Lily walks in and finds Ryle and Alyssa, Colleen Hoover is actually in the background of quite a bit. She was probably in the background for at least a good like 30 seconds of air. She got her little cameo appearance in it. And now in the book version, a big part of like Lily's childhood and even into her adult years was the Dear Ellen letters. Was it Dear Ellen? Or was it just the Ellen letters? You guys know if you read the book. The only part in the movie that's even remotely reflected when young Lily is watching TV and the Ellen show is on. And like her journal entries and letters and all of that is not shown at all in the movie, which I thought that was kind of interesting. I know the whole Ellen DeGeneres show has had some controversy in the past few years, so maybe that's the reason why. I might have to do a little research on that myself because I'm kind of curious. Oh, and you know how I said yesterday how I'm like, oh, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna cry. I was a goner as soon as I heard the line. I'm gonna read it off here so I don't mess it up. In the future, if by some miracle you ever find yourself in the position to fall in love again, fall in love with me. You're still my favorite person, Lily, always will be. But you know what? It would have hit 10 times harder if it would have been the Atlas I imagined up in here. Also, can we talk about the ending? Like, I love a good, like, seal the kiss and the movie type scene. And when they do the, like, running up to each other, about to kiss kind of moment, and it goes zip, black. No. Just no. I don't know who, that cricket really needs to go away. I do apologize if you hear the cricket in the background. Okay, great. Now we got the squirrels fighting and a cricket. Has that cricket been going the entire time? God, I hope not. I apologize if that was the case. But overall, I mean, like, there was a few funny parts. There was quite a few sad parts, a lot of intense parts. I feel like a lot of it was done well, a lot of it was not, and it could have been a lot better. Definitely check the trigger warnings before watching this movie, because there is a lot of traumatic events that happen throughout the entire thing. And overall, I'm still not entirely sure how to rate it, because I don't entirely know my full thoughts on it yet. Will I watch it again? Probably not. Do I recommend it? maybe. I think if you want to go watch it, if you haven't already and you're watching this video, you basically got the entire thing spoiled for you. But maybe I'd give it a 5 out of 10 rating. I think that's fair, but I'm not entirely sold on that. But honestly, I could rant on and on and on about this movie and every movie ever, but I'm sure this cricket is probably really annoying, and I'll save you guys from having to listen to me yap some more. But I think I summed up majority of the movie and my thoughts on it. Overall, I am extremely conflicted. I don't know. I am glad that I went to go see it though, because this is literally 2 years in the making that I've been waiting for this movie. I think it's been 2 years, year and a half, something like that. So I guess I'll let the squirrels fight and the cricket be as loud as it wants. But I think I'm gonna go ahead and end the video here. Please leave me your thoughts and opinions down in the comments, but be respectful, because everyone's opinion is their own opinion. If you think about it, if everyone had the same opinions on everything, life would be extremely boring. So if you guys enjoyed this video or enjoyed movie content, please feel free to like and subscribe. It will really help me out. Stay tuned for more fun summer videos coming soon before I go back to school, which is coming up so soon. It's insane. I hope you guys have an amazing rest of your day, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys. Boop boop boop. Boop boop boop. Ah! Okay. When reading the book, that was not even close to the two main characters. What is that? How in the book, restaurant, that's what it's called. And as much as I think they could have done a better Ryle, I will say I wanted to punch him in the face so many times throughout the movie. My lord. Definitely Obey your master. Don't even. Shh.